In ancient China there lived a warrior named Kyle. His sword was swift, his courage unmatched. His enemies surrendered at the sight of him. Villagers whispered his name with fear. Kings offered him gold. Soldiers begged to train under him. By day, he conquered everyone. But by night, he was powerless. Each night a shadow loomed over Kyle's heart, a fear of what he could not conquer, the loneliness that came from his strength. He longed for the camaraderie of friends, but the burden of his reputation kept everyone at a distance. When darkness fell, Kyle entered a war no sword could win. He lay in bed staring at the ceiling. Thoughts attacked him from every side. Memories of battle, fear of betrayal, worry about tomorrow, regret from yesterday. His body was tired, but his mind refused to rest. Hour after hour he turned in bed. The strongest warrior in the land could not defeat sleep. Each tick of the clock echoed in the silence, a reminder of his restless night. Outside, the world slept peacefully, unaware of the turmoil raging within him. Kyle's mind replayed every decision he had made, every battle fought, and every trust betrayed. As the darkness pressed in on him, the weight of his past decisions bore down heavily. The stillness of the night only amplified his doubts, and with each passing hour, sleep eluded him further. He could feel their presence, the ghosts of those who fought alongside him, reminding him of promises broken and comrades lost. The air thickened with memories that seemed to rise like specters in the darkness, each one a reminder of the burden he carried. Kyle's heart raced as he relived the moments that led him to this very night, grappling with the choices that shaped his destiny. Kyle told no one. How could a feared warrior admit such weakness? He could face arrows without fear, but feared the silence of night. As weeks became months, his eyes darkened, his temper worsened, and his strength faded. Then one old healer said, "There is a monk in the mountains. He helps battles no one else can see." Kyle rode there at once. As Kyle galloped through the treacherous trails leading to the mountains, each stride brought him closer to hope. The urgency in his heart echoed loudly against the serene backdrop of nature. Finally, he spotted the monk seated calmly amidst the vastness of the mountains, ready to help a warrior burdened by unseen battles. The monk welcomed Kyle with open arms, inviting him to share the weight of his troubles. As they sat amidst nature's tranquility, Kyle closed his eyes, allowing the wisdom of the monk's words to wash over him like a soothing river, forging a path toward healing. Under the guidance of the monk, Kyle learned to confront his fears, engaging in meditative exercises that brought clarity and peace to his troubled mind. As he practiced, the burdens he had carried for so long began to lighten, allowing the warrior to rediscover his inner strength. At sunrise, Kyle reached a quiet temple. Birds sang, water flowed gently, and beneath a pine tree sat an old monk pouring tea. Kyle stepped forward. "I need sleep." The monk smiled. "No, you need peace." Kyle frowned. "I came for answers, not riddles." The monk handed him tea. "And yet, you brought your war with you." Kyle took a deep breath, the aroma of the tea filling his senses. He tried to push aside the chaos of his mind, but the memories of battles fought lingered like shadows. The monk sipped his tea slowly, letting the silence wrap around them. "You seek answers, young one, but they come not from words, but from within," he said, his voice calm and steady. Kyle looked up from the tea, his brow furrowed in confusion. "How can I find peace when my heart is heavy with conflict?" The monk pointed towards the brook, its gentle flow, a reminder of nature's consistency and calmness. "Like the water, you must learn to flow, letting go of your burdens. Only then will clarity emerge from chaos." Kyle nodded slowly, the weight of the monk's words settling in his heart. The monk filled Kyle's teacup, then kept pouring. Tea overflowed onto the table. Kyle stood angrily. "Stop! The cup is full!" The monk looked at him calmly. "So is your mind." Kyle froze. The monk continued. "You try to sleep with a cup overflowing, with fear, regret, plans, anger, pride. Then you wonder why it spills all night." Kyle took a deep breath, realizing the truth in the monk's words. He looked down at the mess on the table, and for the first time began to question the chaos within him. Memories of past mistakes and worries flooded his mind, weighing him down like heavy stones in a river. The monk's voice broke through the noise. "Release them and make space for clarity." Kale felt a flicker of hope, as if the overflowing tea was a metaphor for his own burdens. He closed his eyes and imagined pouring out his fears like the tea, letting them wash away. As he opened his eyes, he looked at the monk, who nodded gently, encouraging him to embrace stillness. For the first time, Kale experienced a sense of peace, a small awakening amidst the storm inside him. As dawn broke over the horizon, Kale awoke feeling lighter than he ever had before. The stillness of the night lingered within him, and the worries that once clouded his mind began to dissipate. With each breath, he embraced the new day, ready to face whatever lay ahead. Kale whispered, "How do I empty it?" The monk pointed to the lake. "Sit there tonight. Do not fight your thoughts. Watch them pass like clouds. Do not chase them. Do not believe them. Do not battle them." That night, Kyle sat by the water. Thoughts came. Memories came. Worries came. But for the first time, he did not fight. He watched. And slowly, they passed. The lake became still. So did his mind. That night under the stars, Kyle slept deeply. With renewed clarity, Kale ventured into the forest where nature's beauty enveloped him. He found a fallen log and sat down, pulling out a notebook to capture the essence of his newfound perspective. As he sketched, the melodies of birds filled the air, each note reinforcing the tranquility he had discovered. Kale returned home changed. He still carried a sword, but no longer carried storms inside. When anger rose, he breathed. When fear came, he observed. When night arrived, he welcomed it. And when soldiers asked the secret of strength, he said, "The man who conquers others is strong. The man who conquers his own mind is unstoppable." The soldiers nodded, inspired by his words, yearning to learn more about the strength that comes from within. Kyle shared stories of his journey filled with trials and triumphs, illustrating how mastery over one's emotions is the truest form of strength. Days turned into weeks as Kyle forged a new path, dedicating his time to self-mastery and inner peace. He encouraged the soldiers to reflect, to seek their own balance, knowing that true power lies not in the blade, but in the mind. As Kyle's teachings spread, the village transformed. Soldiers began to meditate, reflect, and connect with their emotions, realizing that strength was not merely physical. Together, they forged a community built on understanding, courage, and the shared journey towards self-conquest. Many people win in public but lose in private. They look successful but suffer in silence. Peace does not come from controlling everything. It comes from not fighting every thought. Sometimes the greatest battle is learning to be still. In moments of solitude, we often find clarity. The noise of the world fades away, allowing our true feelings to surface. Embracing stillness can lead to understanding and healing. The journey inward is where real strength lies.